Hello everyone and welcome to the LTA Movie Club. If you're not familiar, the LTA Movie Club is a place where we watch movies every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then we get together and we hate on each other and we discuss movies and then we hate on each other some more and why isn't Phil here and why is Phil and Europe? Why are you hating on Greg? What's wrong with Greg? I like Greg. Greg's cute. Guys, more love in your life. Of course, the best way to watch these movies is to go onto Netflix.com, pay a lot of money, watch the movies, or you can use the super secret link that we got just for you. Netflix.com/PhillyD gives you a free month of instant streaming, puts you in a prize drawing for a llama. At least it did me. So that shouldn't get your hopes up. That might have been just me. We're watching Harold and Maude. It's described as death-obsessed teen Harold Chazen, played by Bud Cort, is being hassled by his domineering mother, played by Vivian Pickles, to play the dating game. But he'd much rather attend funerals, which is where he meets the feisty Maude, played by Ruth Gordon, a geriatric widow who's high on life. The seemingly mismatched pair forms a bond that turns into a highly unconventional, but ultimately satisfying romance and this comical cult favorite from director Hal Ashby. I have seen this movie before. I watched it in philosophy class and I loved it. I was the only kid, I think, in the entire philosophy class that loved this movie. I loved it so much, I don't even know where to begin because I have so much to say about it, but I'll try to just compact everything into one little ball. And the first thing I want to note real fast is this movie was filmed in 1971. And the 1970s, they're the end of the whole hippie movement. It's the beginning of the environmental movement. It's the that peak of the anti-Vietnam riots. This movie very largely reflects the mindset of that time and the ideas and concepts that were present at that time. So before you watch this movie, just know what you're getting yourself into. It's filmed like a very, very typical 1970s film. There are washed out colors. The scenes sometimes stop abruptly and a new scene starts, and you don't know if the two scenes are connected. There are a lot of those favorite dream state scenes where you don't know if this is a dream or if it's real, and then he wakes up or he doesn't wake up, and the humor is really, really awkward. The panning's a little weird. The angles are a little weird. Everything about this movie is a little or a lot weird. It's a very strange film. But that being said, all that aside, the message that it delivered was so strong and so powerful, and to me the most beautiful part of this film. You've got you've got absolutely phenomenal acting here. Ruth Gordon, who plays Maud, Ruth Gordon, who plays Maud. She, to me, is the most superior actress in this whole film. She played such a complex, such an emotional and beautiful and tragic character, because you look at Maud and you think she's nuts, and then at the end you realize really what she is and what she went through, and it brings tears into your eyes to think that this woman, this quirky, vivacious, insane woman, this is what she had to go through, and it puts the entire movie in perspective for you. And Bud Cort, I think he's adorable. I don't really have much to say for him. He was kind of static to me through the entire movie. Really sort of just hopping, kind of tagging along with Ruth Gordon. But I think maybe that's what he was supposed to do. She was the focus of this entire film, and so I just give kudos to him for going along with it because it's really weird and it's a little strange. Because essentially you have this kid who's really messed up, he hates life, and he fakes suicide all the time, meets this elderly woman at a funeral who's so vivacious, such a stark difference from him, and so vibrant, and so lively. And you think, who is this crazy lady? I see those on the street all the time. She offered me candy one day. I didn't take it. That's who you think she is, and you realize at the end that that's so not true. Throughout the entire film, you kind of get the meaning of the film, because she's always telling him, live your life, and ultimately they develop a fairly awkward sexual relationship, which is what I believe caused a lot of problems. This is what this part of the film may have caused it problems in the past, but I personally looked past all of that. I thought that was really funny, and I thought that really did add more to her message, and the message of the entire film, which essentially you get as you watch it. It's live the day like there's no tomorrow, and you're watching it, you're kind of thinking, okay, well that's nice, and then that last scene, you know what scene I'm talking about if you've seen this movie. And that last scene is dropped on you like a bomb when he's sitting with her watching the sunset and he sees what's on her arm, and you realize that this is who she is and this is what she had to go through. It puts this whole movie into perspective for you, and it sets the message in stone. Live today like there's no tomorrow, because for God's sakes, you don't want to have a tragedy to have to remind you that each day is precious and that you can't waste your life living it like it doesn't even matter, and pretending to commit suicide. You can't do that, because no matter what, how horrible the situation gets, there's always going to be a way out. And in the end, if you pull through and if you hold on, you're going to end up living a very happy and very fulfilled life. You can do that. So that's what spoke out to me the most in this film. That's why I thought it was beautiful, and I thought about it so much after watching it. But again, that's just my opinion. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, absolutely recommend it. Despite all the craziness, for that one scene, watch the whole movie for that one scene, because it will really affect you. I believe so. At least it affected me. But that's all for me. If you want to join the club, all you gotta do is watch the next film, which is called Evil Dead. You can find it on Netflix Instant Streaming, and leave a video response to this video telling us what you thought, and you could be featured in the next movie club. Woo! 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 But that's it for me. Like I said, that's just my opinion. So let me know, what you think, movie club? Long, but hopefully more fun. Oh my gosh, it's over. No!